Dr. Zelda and Dr. Guy Baitish.
Thank you for the introduction, sir. So we'll be presenting a novel app of keratoconus management. So the incidence of keratoconus has been on the rise in the last few years, definitely because of allergy and so many reasons, environmental reasons. But if you look at what everybody knows about keratoconus, most of them is keratoconus is synonymous with cross-linking. But though we have so many different treatment options, we also have so many different algorithms of management based on, say, the pachymetry, keratometry, the patient's other associated factors. But which one should we follow is a big question to all of us. And we have published this 5-point nomogram in 2015 in NIGEO, which combines both the demographic factors of the patient as, say, allergic factors or genetic factors and the patient's gender, age, and all the other factors combined with the patient's corneal details, which come into one nomogram. But again, this nomogram, we have validated this nomogram for its sensitivity and specificity and its accuracy, which is more than 90%. And still, if we find it's been out of access to a lot of them, and how they exactly utilize it to improve keratoconus care is still a question. So what we wanted to do was bring this keratoconus nomogram, management nomogram into an app and bring it to people's fingertips. And if you look at also the other scenarios, there are multiple patterns of keratoconus that you see, multiple patients with keratoconus. We do not know which patient is going to progress. And these questions are also, we try to answer based on artificial intelligence, which is incorporated in this app. So what we normally consider when we plan keratoconus management is based on looking at the patient's BAD-Ds, corneal thickness, and the keratometric maximum. So these are the factors that are looked at commonly by everybody. But could there be other factors which can help us in elaborating or improving the ability to detect which patient is going to progress faster? So that can be done with the help of artificial intelligence. So we'll first, what we did was, apart from the regular factors that we look into for progression detection, we took into all the other factors that our Pentacam gives us in the form of other topometric and keratoconus indices, and over 400 patients with over 4,000 follow-up visits were all incorporated based on whether they were stable or progressors, and the app did the machine learning to find out which factors, apart from these factors that are known to us, help in finding out whether this particular patient will progress or not. So what is the end result of the app is that we have combined both the nomogram, which includes the demographic and the keratoconus corneal factors and the known factors that we know as people who manage keratoconus, and the artificial intelligence machine learning based newer indices which can tell when the patient will progress. So both of them were combined together in this novel app. We'll show you a few features of this app, and then we'll show you a case study of how it is done. So the KC Navigator app, as you go in, you'll have to enter whether it's a new patient or it's a follow-up patient, and you'll have to fill in the demographic factors, and then take in a CSV file or a scan data from your keratoconus, from your Pentacam map, and connect it to the device where you have the app installed. And what it takes in the scan data, and from there it takes in the important indices that we already know. And after that, it asks for the other factors which you will have to fill in manually, as in the high-risk characteristics that the patient has got in terms of age, eye rubbing, IG, allergic changes or hormonal changes. So these things you will have to enter. And after that, it calculates its own demographic risk scoring. And then further, when you install, as you add on, whether it's the first visit or other visits, it will include the ABCD grading and the other gradings which are already available, like the ABCD scoring and the DUX scoring. And based on all these factors together, it's going to suggest a high-risk score and a clinical score, and then it is going to give us the final management. So the algorithm for which it is based on is, if you look at the entire algorithm, first if you look at the right corner of it, a patient with a thinner pachymetry less than 400 and a central corneal scarring is going to obviously be used, is obviously going to be taken up for a keratoplasty based on a partial scar or a full thickness scar. And if you look at this end, more than 450 and a cross-linking will be planned, and based on contact lens tolerance or intolerance, he will go into either a TPRK or the other modes of, say, if it's a decentered cone, it will go into an Intacs. And if it's a thinner cornea with no scarring, but you still want to go ahead with cross-linking, you can go ahead with the next UV calculator, wherein you will be able to feed in the exact fluence you will need to use for that particular level of corneal thickness. So we'll go to a case study. So for example, this is a new patient. You enter the name, you enter the age, you enter the gender of the patient, and then you enter the data from the Pentacam. And after that, you will have to, once the scan data is taken, the high-risk characteristics have to be entered in the form of the age, the eye rubbing, the serum IG levels, the frequent change of glasses, and hormonal. So these are the high-risk characteristics this patient has. And after that, you further go on to, based on the high-risk scoring, it gives you the HRC score, and it classifies. and then clinically you see the ABCD scoring is taken in for this patient automatically from the pentacam. It shows you all the features. You will have to enter whether scarring is there or not, and based on this the stage is calculated, and HRC score and clinical score once they are done. So based on the treatment, so the app goes back to the 5-point nomogram from which it derives the treatment, and in this particular case it's topo-guided PRK with the cross-linking. So based on this app, the clinical translation is one is that you can use the app which will have a component of both clinical demographic data and artificial intelligence based data. And the next step that we are doing is incorporating these newer indices which have been known to assess progression in a better way than the indices that we already know, and incorporate them in an existing software, existing Pentacam, so that Pentacam itself can give us these progressive indices in a better way. And the further part of the presentation will be taken over by Dr.
Just
Zelda.
make it very quick about what you're trying to say, so